Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Bazzle Spotlight. We're here again with the slightly updated version of this gravity team that we were using yesterday. So, fingers crossed we'll get some battles. We kind of struggled yesterday, didn't we? But hopefully we'll get some good games too, because I do want to test this team out a bit more. There are things that I prefer compared to last week's team, and there are things that I'm definitely iffy on compared to last week's team as well. Last week, if you remember, I had the Lilligant, the chlorophyll boost in that third slot, whereas in this team we've got the Unburdened boost potential in that third slot. But like I was saying in yesterday's video, like the three that I tend to always take are the Sableye, the Ghost Hypnosisor, so either Lunala or Gengar, and the Groudon. Those are like the three big pieces of the team. So I don't often have chance to really take Lele and Sceptile, unless like this team has got a Lele of his own and I can try and sponge off of his terrain. I don't really see Kyurem doing too much here. So do I want my Tapu Lele? Can I get away with just going Sableye, Groudon, Gengar, and Sceptile? Because that Amoonguss is the thing that I'm thinking might give me some troubles if I don't take either Kyurem or Lele. I kind of want to try and sponge off of their terrain, so I'm going to go with Sableye Gengar. Go with Groudon and Sceptile. Yeah, we'll try this. And yeah, the Amoonguss is a funny one. Like, the Amoonguss might even be so threatened as to not come here, because there is taunt potential from Sableye, there is fire attack potential from Groudon, there is ice attack potential from Kyurem, and psychic attack potential from Lele. So Amoonguss is super threatened by my team, so he might not even bring it. So let's see how this one goes then. Like, I want you to convince me, Kyurem, and like I just don't bring it. So this is not the battle where Kyurem can convince me, but he has brought his Lele, so I can get the Unburdened boost. But Necrozma, has he got a Trick Room potential on his team? We can't see if it's a Scarf Lele or not. Is that gonna be Trick Room? Maybe. So I think we're going to go for a Gravity, and I think we're going to go for a Hypnosis into the Necrozma. We'll see now if it's a Scarfed Lele or not. Oh, Necrozma protects. Well, that's not what I wanted to see, especially if this is a Scarfed Lele. So we get a Gravity, which is fine. So it's not a Scarfed Lele, so at least we will get something to sleep next turn. And a Psyshock into, yeah, it's not going to be into the Sableye, is it? Okay. So now what? We Hypnosis to Necrozma, and he knocks out my Gengar. So then I get free switches into basically Sceptile and Groudon, which I'm fine with. So we're not looking too bad. I just want to get this Necrozma to sleep before it starts doing nasty things. And hopefully this is going to be a game for Sceptile to do lots of business. Like, worst case scenario here, like maybe he Moonblasts into the Sceptile, but I'm going to get a +1 special defense boost. He's just got a double protect. Just like that. Turn 2, double protect. Well, that's disgusting, isn't it? Okay, fine. So in comes Groudon. So this, like, I was fine with that situation because Necrozma should have been asleep here. But it's not. What's this Lele gonna do then? Psyshock into Sceptile, I'd imagine. So what's Necrozma going to do? Trick Room? Probably. So how do I stop that? By putting it to sleep. I mean, a Precipice Blades isn't going to knock out the Necrozma, is it? So I think I have to Grass Whistle here. Oh, Sceptile could have been so good in this game, and it's just going to go down just like that. That's so unfortunate. We'll try and Sword Stance with Groudon, try and do something. But Necrozma's just switching out into the Amoonguss. Okay, fair enough. So I could have been putting the Tapu Lily to sleep here, and then we would have looked in fantastic state. But like if Sceptile survives this turn, I'm fine. But I'm assuming it's just going to Psy Shock into the Sceptile, and that will knock me out. Or not. Ooh, okay. Or not. I thought that was always going to be a one-shot. Well, now I'm not looking too bad then, because I could just Grass Whistle into the Amoonguss and Precipice Blade. A Grass Whistle into the Lele, I meant to do, not the Amoonguss. Did I actually just do that? Did that actually just happen? Did that actually just happen? That's a Focus Sash Amoonguss. Is it gonna wake up? Can it wake up? Did it come in on the sleep? I don't even know anymore. My mind just went poof there. In my head, the Lele was asleep and the Amoonguss was awake. So that's why, like, just without even thinking, I just went for it like that. But wow, I can't believe that just happened. Like my lapse of concentration, and he ally switches into my Grass Whistle. So now, because I am unburdened, I can Grass Whistle into his Kyogre and just go for a Precipice Blaze. Because Sceptile is a Grass type, obviously it can't be affected by Rage Powder. Necrozma is going to go down to a +2 Life Orb boosted Precipice Blade here. Grass Whistle, 91% accurate in Gravity. Whew, doing the business. Let's look. Is it Scarfed? Yes, so that was a Scarfed Kyogre. So this is a game where Sceptile stealing their Psychic boost, Psychic Terrain boost, getting the Unburden. Wow. Well, you couldn't make it up, could you? I can't believe how that played out. Like as if he got the double protect turn 2 as well. As if he went for the double protect turn 2. I mean, fine, he got it. Maybe he thought that was his only chance of having any kind of footing in the game. It certainly gave him one. But I thought a Psyshock would knock out Sceptile. Maybe I've been used to modest rolls. I'm not sure. That was a Focus Sash on Amoonguss, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's just to see the animation. I mean, it's probably going to forfeit anyway, but let's just see the animation. Just show him the move that I've got. Yeah, it's just forfeited. I've got Focus Blast for Katana as well. So, yeah, I mean, he's probably sitting there thinking, this guy's amazing. He's just predicted my ally switch. How the hell did he do that? But, you know, take that back for the for the turn 2 double protect. Wow, okay. That, yeah, that was golden. So let's move on. Let's see if we can find another opponent. And, wow, yeah. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I just pressed Grass Whistle into the wrong slot. Yeah, I mean, if he hadn't ally switched there, if it just attacked, assuming his Lily was faster than my Groudon, which we may have seen it if it was or wasn't, then he could have just attacked into the Sceptile and won the game. Because he would have had the Kyogre in the back. So his ally switch lost him the game because of my mistake. Okay, you know, whatever. That was crazy. Hopefully we can find another opponent. You know, don't really want to be sitting here for half an hour talking to you about nothing. question of the day. What can the question of the day be? Today is Tuesday. Wednesday, if you are in Australia. Hello, my Australian viewers. How has your day been? I don't know. Maybe we can start having some comments at this point about which team you think is better. The one we used last week with Lilligant, or this one with Sceptile. I mean, that was a good game to show off Sceptile. It's just that I'm a bit shaky on it because, you know, we had to use their Psychic Terrain to get the Unburdened and everything. You know, we do kind of have to take those 3 Pokemon, the 2 Ghosts and the Groudon. So I don't know. It's I'm not convinced, basically. But I don't know. We'll see, won't we? I mean, we appear to be winning some games. You know, if that's through our opponent's ally switching into a Grass Whistle or not. But I don't know. I mean, I am surprised that he went for a double protect turn 2. I mean, okay, if the Necrozma went to sleep there, would that have just been an auto loss straight away for him? No, I don't think it would have. So for me, I think the risk reward for him going for that double protect was the risk was way too high, basically. Like, if the Necrozma go to sleep, then like fair enough, it's asleep. You wake up again next turn potentially, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean the Hex isn't going to one shot Necrozma through, or is it? What is its stats compared to Lunala? I mean, a Hex is very powerful, but I mean, I could have just gone for a Hypnosis into the top of the late turn 1 as well, couldn't I? But yeah, I guess he called that right and protected the Necrozma. But yeah, we seem to be having some troubles finding opponents. Maybe it's because like we're not exactly high on the ladder, are we? But I don't know. We're in 1,700s, which is pretty decent. I don't know. Maybe there's just no one playing at this time. That's anywhere vaguely near us on the ladder. So yeah, apologies for this. You know, I don't be one of those people that just sort of sits here and, you know, because I find it frustrating when I'm watching like a video and it's just like searching for an opposing trainer, like constantly. It's just like, you know, edit it or something. Probably what you're thinking. But let's look for another game. I mean, we've got to find another game, haven't we? I mean, that first game was too good to not upload. So hopefully, let's just pick a team. Hopefully, if you're sitting there, you know, watching this video, it's not going to end in like a minute or something after we fail again. Like, hopefully, if you're watching this, there is more video and there will be another battle. Fingers crossed. In fact, let's try and pick this music. My Friend How, version 1. Don't know if there's any more versions. Maybe you unlock them doing some more things. I feel like I've done most things, like post Elite Four or whatever, on this. I feel like I've played it through reasonably well. But, I don't know, maybe they're hidden or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Can we please find an opponent? Don't care where you're from or what your rating is. I'll have anyone. Anyone, please. Anyone. People are, I don't know. Don't know play against Gravity, clearly, do they? I mean, this team, like, this is just going to mirror 2016, isn't it? Because, like, I used Gravity for a lot of VGC 16. Didn't really like the consistency of the Gravity teams. Like this as well, I kind of feel that it is a bit inconsistent. But it wins games, you know, roughly 60-65% chance of the time, roughly, I'm going to say. And when you win, then it's fun like this, because it is a pretty fun team to use. It's addictive, and it's like, yeah, I want to use the team in a tournament and whatever, and, you know, the rolls go against you, and it gets frustrating, and then, I don't know, that's how I felt my VGC 16 went, until finally I just was like, I'm going to use something different, you know, and that's when the Worlds team came along with Xerneas and Rayquaza. I mean, I suppose, you know, thinking about it, when the European International Championship comes around and when Worlds comes around, we will be in the Ultra Series and we will be able to use Mega Rayquaza and all that kind of stuff again, and it'll be good. It'll be like 16 again. But I do apologise. I mean, we've been sitting here for feels like 5 minutes now, haven't we, with no opponents? So I don't know. I think BattleSpot's too scared to give us an opponent because we just we grass whistled into a sleeping Pokemon and it worked out for us. So I don't know. It must be because we're higher up on the ladder, I guess. I mean, globally, we can't be that. I mean, surely there's people in the 1,800s at this point. You'd imagine. I feel like I haven't even really looked on the global link. We're probably, first or second or something in the UK. I'd imagine. But I don't know. Please, someone, can we please have an opponent? Like, I haven't even got the Marmite to show you anymore. Like, remember, like, last year, years ago, like, I had that thing of Marmite next to me that I just used to show off randomly. And it made an opponent appear, didn't it? And what can we do this time? I can show you my tape measure that just so happens to be sitting next to me. The tape measure of finding opponents. Please, tape measure. Please, BattleSpot, give us someone. In 2013, I made an alt-on showdown called Tape Measure and got to number 1 on the ladder. Some of you may remember, some of you may not. You know what, I mean, I'm going to put, not that it helps you if you're watching this, but I guess I'll put in the description that there's a bit of a wait between first and second games and skip to whatever time. Because this has been going on a while, hasn't it now? This is not on. Come on, BattleSpot, give us someone. I mean, like, literally half of this video has been like searching for an opponent. Maybe the Team Skull admin music will conjure someone for us to play. I don't know. Can we think of any other magic items? What about some Brazilian money? Come on, Brazilian money of making opponents appear. Didn't work, did it? What about European money? European money of making opponents appear. I'm clutching at straws, clearly. World's bag? Just so happens to be next to me. Not really anything else exciting to show you, to be honest. Come on, BattleSpot. Hey, here we go. Someone from Mexico with a positive rating. Finally, an opponent. And he's actually got Evoltol and Incineroar as well. Like that was a long wait for an opponent. And after all that, I bet we're going to lose now as well, because I still don't like going up against Evoltol and Incineroar. Like, he's got 2 Trick Room setters as well. So I do want to go with Sableye to maybe taunt one of them. And I guess Gengar looks good too. But then we definitely need the Groudon in this. It could be a heat-proof Bronzong anyway. And no need in Lele. Sceptile could be good. Kyurem could be okay. Like, Kyurem looks okay, but maybe we need the like sleep control with the Sceptile. Because Groudon, if it's supported well, then Groudon just wins this game, doesn't it? But I'm aware that the Stack Attacker might have Wide Guard. So I think I will go with Sceptile to try and put stuff to sleep. I'm just thinking, how do I hit that Evoltol now? Because I'm not taking Lele and I'm not taking Kyurem. Yeah. Maybe we needed. Maybe we did need the Kyurem then. I was just worried about the wide guard. I mean, we can still win this. We can definitely still win this. We just need some good rolls sleep-wise on the Evoltol, which is bound to bring. Yeah, there it is. Alright then. So we're definitely going to Gravity. And Hypnosis into the Evoltol, I guess. I guess we've got to. No Protect. He's bound to knock off into the Gengar. And this is where I'm saying we need some good rolls, because this Evoltol is an issue for us. I mean, if the Incineroar Flare blitzes into the Sableye, then that'd be fantastic. Well, it's actually knocked off into the Sableye, which is annoying because we don't get to eject out. But it does mean that we've still got our Sash on Gengar, which is good. So we'll put Groudon in now, and we will Hypnosis the Incineroar. But now Evoltol can wake up, which is going to be an issue. Because next turn, a Sludge Bomb and Precipice Blades might knock the Incineroar in, might knock the Evoltol out. But if it wakes up this turn, then he can potentially bring Gengar down to the Sash and then threaten with a Sucker Punch and do all that kind of stuff. Okay, so Evoltol stays asleep, which is fine. I'm just wondering why it's taken so long to find an opponent on Battle Spot. I mean, that was a massive wait, wasn't it? I mean, it surely must be the rating, wouldn't it? I mean, I guess it's on the higher end, but it's not that high, is it? So Hex is 130, but it is still not very effective, so back to 65. Sludge Bomb is always going to be more effective, isn't it? Obviously, on the Evoltol. So, like, if this knocks the Evoltol out, we're looking really good. Oh, it's going to be close. Come on, Groudon, be strong. Oh, okay. At least Gengar still got the Sash. And it stays asleep, actually, so we're getting fortunate with the sleep rolls, aren't we? I mean, in hindsight, maybe I should have taken the Kyurem, but maybe this is Stack Attacker coming in? No, it's not, because like if Stack Attacker was coming in, then I could have seen maybe a wide guard, but then I still do threaten the Evoltol, don't I? Groudon, interestingly, was faster than his Evoltol too. He can Sucker Punch, but Sucker Punch isn't going to do too much to Groudon here, so I'm going to Precipice Blade and try and Hypnosis into his Groudon. Just because if he does Sucker Punch, then you know, obviously it's not very effective. It doesn't work, and it is a Sucker Punch into the Groudon, which is the worst case scenario, but it doesn't knock it out. So we'll see what his last Pokemon is then, because we've still got Gravity for a little while. We have got Sceptile in the back as well, which does threaten that Groudon with a potential one-shot, depending on how it's built. It's maybe either Bronzong or the Stack Attacker, I would imagine, but it's actually the Lurantis. Okay. So I'm going to go for... I mean, the Lurantis is maybe the bigger issue for us here, just because we have got Sceptile in the back. So I'm going to Fire Punch into the Lurantis, and I'm going to go for Hypnosis. We are still in Gravity, aren't we? Yeah, one more turn of Gravity. Hypnosis into the Groudon. He did protect the Groudon last turn, so he would need to double protect here, but he doesn't even try it. And the Fire Punch is not going to knock out. Well, actually, it might. I mean, we're on Life Orb, we are in the sun. But it actually does knock it out. Okay, fair enough. I didn't expect Fire Punch to knock out Lurantis there, but I'm definitely glad it did. And now we get to see how much Hex does to Groudon. It's going to do a nice chunk of damage. So Gravity's gone down. but we just need to play this safe now. I mean, whatever, worst case scenario, he survives this, he wakes up, I would get a free switch into Sableye and, well, he can't even knock Gengar out, can he, because he'll Focus Sash. You know, Sableye and Sceptile, and I'd just be able to Gravity and Leaf Storm for the accuracy. But it's actually a Berry. Okay, that's nice. But yeah, Hex did a lot of damage there, didn't it? It was over half. And he does wake up and Pressure Blades. So, Gengar avoids. Not that it really matters right now. It just means the game's going to take just a turn or two longer. And I guess we'll look for a third game. I mean, like, I'm saying this now, I guess we'll look for a third game. You look at like the video length, it'd be like an hour long or something, as we've got like 20 minutes of waiting for an opponent. But yeah, I'm just going to play this extra safe and get the gravity up, just because then Sceptile will 100% win the game with a Leaf Storm. And there's no point in, I mean, we cannot lose the game, so, you know, just stop talking, Barry. I mean, I was going to say I'm not going to switch the Sceptile in for Sableye just because, you know, if he, Fire Punches that or something, and, yeah, we've still got the Sash on Gengar. These combination of attacks will knock it out as well, so, I mean, maybe the Groudon wakes up here and gets his Pressure Blades off, and then we actually get to see Sceptile do something, but, the game is won. So Hex might even knock it out. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Hex is very strong. Like, Hex is power 130 when they're statist. Like, you know, just to compare that to 80 of Shadow Ball, or like 100 of Moongeist Beam, like, you know, a very special attack. You know, 130 is a massive amount of damage. It really is. So, I mean, we will look for another game. Please bear with me if this takes, like, half an hour. But I don't know. We'll see, won't we? Let's look for another battle then. And we'll have whatever music. Okay, please, Battle Spot, give us someone. Oh, here we go. Fantastic. D from the United States. Straight away. With another team where Sceptile can be cheeky and take their terrain. So I'm going to go with Sableye and Gengar. And I definitely need Groudon. Don't need Lily. Kyurem doesn't look that great here. So I'm going to go with Sceptile. This one's an easy one, actually, on Team Preview. So, yeah, I mean, this is what I was saying with Sceptile is, like, I mean, it is a fast Pokemon. I don't need the Unburdened boost. It is base 120 speed. So it outspeeds pretty much anything that you will see in the format, aside from Koko, Crobat, Naganadel, if anyone uses that. We had one, yesterday, I think, didn't we? Did we? I think we did. Yeah, there's not really much else that's going to be faster. Weavile, maybe, if someone uses that. But, yeah, I mean, we can't reliably get our Unburdened boost. That's the issue that I'm getting at here. But, I don't know, it's funny looking at teams like this, isn't it? Because they've got an Necrozma, they've got like an obvious kind of Trick Room option with the Incineroar and Ferrothorn there. But you never know, is the Kygo going to be Scarfed? Is the Lele going to be Scarfed? We'll soon see, won't we, I suppose? I mean, if he doesn't lead with Lele, if he doesn't bring the Lele in general, then we could be in a bit of a sticky situation if it is a Scarf Kyogre. Modest max Ice Beam into non-Psychic Seed boosted Sceptile. I can survive, but it is a roll. And it's actually Ludicolo and Necrozma that comes out, which is an interesting choice. I mean, it's a free Gravity here for me, and a Hypnosis into Necrozma. I mean, Necrozma might protect here, but because it is threatened by potential foul play maybe, and Shadow Ball, Ghost Attack, whatever people would assume Gengar would have. Ludicolo can break the Sash, which should be annoying. But not too much else. Like breaking a sash is the worst thing to do. I suppose Icy Wind would be quite bad. But then I'd get an eject button into my Sceptile. I could just put it to sleep. But there's no protect on Necrozma. So we'll see what the Ludicolo is going to do then. Grass Knot. Fantastic. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Brilliant. So now, well, now I've got options. Ooh, I'm in a good position, but if the Necrozma wakes up first turn, that could be bad. Do you think a Hex just knocks out Necrozma? I'm going to do the calculation. Necrozma, oh, it's Duskmane, isn't it? Duskmane Necrozma. It doesn't, no. I think I put Sceptile in. Because if I put the Groudon in, then I'd need to stop the Ludicolo from Grass Knotting it. But now my only way of knocking out the Necrozma is by doubling into it. How much of a threat is this Ludicolo? Because I could just double into the Necrozma and be fine. But I think what we will do is let's go for a Grass Whistle into Ludicolo, 91% accurate, and we will go for this Hex into Necrozma. If it's a no bulk Necrozma, then maybe we've got a chance, but you know, we'll see. I mean, he might not even wake up. If he does get a first turn wake, then bad potentially, but we'll see. So Hex does a decent amount of damage and a weakness policy boost. So Ludicolo's asleep, can't wake up obviously, literally just gone to sleep. Necrozma is asleep as well. Good, right. So now, I want to have a look actually if Sceptile's Focus Blast knocks out Necrozma from here. And it looks like it does actually. I'd say it does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Focus Blast into Necrozma. And Sludge Bomb is still more powerful into Ludicolo, but has he got any switches? Not really. I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Ludicolo here. And I'm making this play assuming that... Okay, so Tapu Lele is taking a Focus Blast, which is going to take nothing from, but... excuse me. But you are activating my Unburdened boost now. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So here's the Focus Blast. An animation that, as VGC players, we don't get to see very often. And if it's not Assault Vested, which I think we saw was it Life Orb, Ludicolo? That? It's going to knock it out. But now if it is Kyogre coming in, we will outspeed it, even if it's Scarfed, because he's activated our Unburden, and he is bringing in the Kyogre. So, great. If the Kyogre Scarfed, the Lele can't be Scarfed. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position as long as I hit my Grass Whistle. So here's the Grass Whistle into the Kyogre. And I will go for a Hypnosis into the Tapu Lele as well. If the Lele is actually Scarfed, then... Oh dear. If the Lele is actually Scarfed, then we've still got our Sash intact. But we missed that Grass Whistle. We might still be okay. We're just going to have to hit the next one, I guess, aren't we? Or we could just... Because that was Water Spout he locked himself into, we could just go for a Leaf Storm into it. But even a weak Water Spout is going to knock Gengar out from here, isn't it? So maybe we need to just not fear missing again. Because I think we need our Gengar to hit this Lele, don't we? Yeah. So Grass Whistle, can we miss 2 Grass Whistles? I hope not. Okay, he doesn't even risk it. So he's waiting for gravity to wear down, which is a fair enough play. You know, smart of him, definitely. But Lele shouldn't survive, you know, this base 130 power hex. Yeah, good. But now, I think that was the last turn of gravity, yeah. Now we're in this sticky situation then, where Sceptile is faster, but the Kyogre is probably going to lock itself into Origin Pulse. So what, I protect Sceptile, get a switch back into... And we have still got Groudon in the back. We've got all of our resources still here. Protect Sceptile, sack Gengar, get Sableye back in, Gravity, and Hypnosis. Or just Gravity and Leaf Storm. Yeah, we'll detect here. And we will try and just hex the Necrozma. If he does lock himself into Origin Pulse, which I think he should do, then there's a chance he can miss as well, because Gravity's gone down. It is Origin Pulse. It looks like he is hitting now. So we'll see what this Necrozma's doing then, because he's not really going to want a Trick Room, is he? Yeah, just Photon Geysers. Okay. So I could bring in Groudon, but I think we do want the Gravity up. I mean, this game is still not over. Because Necrozma... Alright, okay, so we put the Kyogre to sleep. But then we're losing the Sceptile. And... Then we get Groudon in. And hope the Kyogre stays asleep. The other option is to just Leaf Storm into the Kyogre, which it will survive. I'm not sure about this. This is tricky. I think we've got to go for the Grass Whistle here. So missing that first Grass Whistle was actually a big pain for us. And we hit the second one, thankfully. Missing two 91% accurate moves would have been slightly annoying. But he will just attack into the Sceptile here and knock it out, unfortunately. I mean, if he knocks out the Sableye here, then amazing. But no, he smartly knocks out the Sceptile. So now, he can wake up first turn, an Origin Pulse. I can Quash, though. And in Sun, Sableye should survive an Origin Pulse from where it is as well. So actually, I think we're okay. We don't need to Quash this turn because an Origin Pulse isn't going to knock out either of our Pokemon. So I could just go for a Precipice Blade, and if he critical hits, then we've lost anyway. So there's really no point in going for a Quash. Necrozma, I suppose if I had Feint, then I would just Feint into the Necrozma here. But we'll just Foul Play into the Kyogre. So he doesn't even try and protect the Necrozma. So Groudon is faster, we'll get the Precipice Blades off. And the next turn we'll just be able to Quash and Blade the Kyogre again. So, whew. This has been a long video, hasn't it, again? Thanks to all the Battle Spot shenanigans. Oh, Sableye almost got a knockout. Ha! Okay, and now we can literally just... We'll go for the Precipice Blade just because it looks cool. And now we're Quashing just to stop any kind of critical hit chances. There's no Psychic Terrain anymore, so we've used his Psychic Terrain perfectly in this game. And he didn't really get much use out of it himself, really. So, wow, it's been a long video, hasn't it? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's been interesting using Gengar instead of Lunala. Haven't really had Kyurem do much though, have we? But Sceptile has actually been pretty nifty in these games. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. You know, please like the video, please comment on it, leave me all of your thoughts. I do read all of the comments. Please share this on Twitter if you wouldn't mind as well too. For that first game, if anything. But, I do hope you've enjoyed it. That's the most important thing. And I'll see you next time. So thank you. Goodbye for now.